Hello, 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 guys. I am so sorry that I am not on camera right now. I really am sorry about that, guys. It's just that usually Mondays, Mondays is kind of like my day off. But even though I work on Mondays, I'm always working. Um, I'm kind of sort of in bed, and just chilling because especially with everything that's going on last night. Um, I didn't go to sleep until this morning. Let me pause this TV real quick and I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. I do have a message for Idris Elba. Idris Elba tested positive for coronavirus. But he says that he's not doing any symptom, he's not having any symptoms, but that he is basically isolating himself. He just got married last year, actually. So, he's at home. Now, the one thing that I want to tell you is that I did throw the cards on Idris Elba as far as with the test that he took. And the card that came up in the current position is the death card. Okay. The cards that come up in the past is the Nine of Swords and the King or the Elder of Swords. I'm using my pagan tarot deck. And in the future, the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress comes up. So, congratulations, there is a baby coming. His wife she's got to either be pregnant or is about to get pregnant. But what I wanted to say is that Idris Elba will not get sick because of this virus. I did confirm that in the cards. He doesn't even have symptoms and he tested positive. So I'm not real sure why he would take the coronavirus test if he doesn't have any symptoms. That's kind of strange and bizarre to me. But what I will tell to Idris Elba, and he probably already knows this, but to the rest of the world, is that Idris Elba is not going to die of the coronavirus. The Wheel of Fortune represents good fortune, good things. Anybody that has went and taken a test for the coronavirus, um, you know, um, there's a 98% probability that you will be okay. And Idris Elba will absolutely be okay, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. In fact, I believe that his wife, there's going to be a pregnancy that's going to be announced because he got the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. So I did go and do some research, and there's a soccer player that supposedly died of coronavirus. And again, get ready for the fallout because, again, Idris Elba, him testing positive for coronavirus, this opens up a lot of doorways, which is why the death card comes up. But what I want people to know is that number one, okay, even if you tested positive of the coronavirus, you got like the flu. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I really don't understand why they are trying to turn the flu. They've been trying to turn the flu into a pandemic and an epidemic. And then today I spoke with someone that said that Bill Gates has some ties with this, and I do want to throw the cards on Bill Gates because anybody that is facilitating this death magic that is being used is out of place, and something's going to have to happen. Because I heard that this has something to do with Bill Gates, who is probably a multi-billionaire who can do whatever he wants with his money. He bought a pharmaceutical company that is actually offering coronavirus vaccines. Evidently, they're going to be pushing a vaccine. Um, it's only a flu, which is only fatal for elderly people or people with respiratory issues. Hell, you can have anxiety. Anxiety creates respiratory issues, even for the elderly. Even for the elderly, guys. Even, listen, there are going to be more people that are going to survive this than die from this by a landslide. Idris Elba is one of them. I don't know if you guys saw the reports. Idris Elba he tested positive, but what he stated was that he's fine, he feels fine. He doesn't even have any symptoms of the coronavirus, but he tested positive for it. Evidently, he must have been afraid of it, which is what led him to getting the test. Spirits clarify Elder of Swords in the past. Yeah. Nine of Cups comes up. So there's definitely a spirit guide here that's speaking to Idris Elba that is saying that he's going to be fine. He was actually afraid of the virus, which is what led him to go and get tested for the virus. And then he comes back positive, but he doesn't have any symptoms. Um, eh, you know, what we can learn from Idris Elba's, like there's a hidden message that is encoded in what he stated. Okay. I believe that his immune system is gonna do its job, is what I can see. And then a baby coming. The Empress came up. That he just got married last year. There's gonna be a pregnancy announcement. When is the pregnancy announcement going to be? Yep, Ten of Cups comes up. She may already be pregnant, but definitely a baby. Idris Elba is going to have a baby, another one with his wife that he just married. I think he already has children. There's definitely going to be a child that's going to be born. As far as his prognosis, from what I can tell with the will, he, I mean, like I said, they are comparing this virus to HIV. So it's not a shock to me that Idris Elba, who is a black man, a melanated man, will come out and say that he's tested positive for it. But he has no symptoms and he's fine. He's quarantining himself, he's staying home. Clearly, his wife is still there with him. She was in the video with him, and he's gonna be fine. His immune system is strong enough to fight it. In fact, that's one of the reasons why he has no symptoms. He's gonna end up in perfect health, from what Spirit is telling me. If something happens to Idris Elba, then I am gonna get very suspicious of the media, and even more suspicious of Hollywood and what the hell they're doing. Because there's been quite a few. Tom Hanks and his wife, was why are all of these celebrities, what's up with that? Why are celebrities coming out saying that they're diagnosed with the coronavirus, almost like it's some secret? Oh my god, I'm revealing this secret information. I've got the coronavirus. And it just, it's weird to me. It's definitely not what it seems. But what I will tell you is that I think that Idris Elba, what Spirit is telling me is that he already knows that he's going to be okay, but Spirits is, kind of co signing the fact that he's going to make a full recovery and then even have a baby. I feel like they're going to conceive the child probably around, this child is going to be conceived probably around, oh, somewhere in between. It's kind of unclear to me, but I can see a child being conceived somewhere anywhere between spring and fall. There's going to be a pregnancy announcement that's going to be made by the wife. It's very suspicious, and then from what they're telling us is that there's only a certain amount. They don't even have enough tests to test everybody in the world. So what does this mean? Does this mean that there are, does this mean that the celebrities and I guess quote unquote the important people, they get access to these tests? I wouldn't even give a shit. We're all going to make a full recovery from whatever this is. This is an attack on our mind. It really is. They are really playing with us with this one. And you know what? I tell you what we're sick of. We're just sick of it. Is what we're sick of. We're sick, but we're sick of it. Is what we're sick of. So I did, like I said, I threw the cards. The death card comes up in the current position. Okay. Nine of Swords. These cards come up. He's already made a full recovery. And yeah, I'm starting to really, 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 because why are all of these celebrities coming out? I've got the coronavirus. I've got, let's all get down with the sickness. It's like, what the hell? And I'm not impeding on, like, I'm not saying anything negative about Idris Elba, but I just wanted to say that, a lot of people, that he's definitely going to be fine. Okay. He went and got tested. Now, he's probably I feel as though the fear. Let me clarify this death card. Spirit, give me some clarification on the death card. Yeah. What is it? Does anybody know who Idris Elba's what his zodiac sign is? I'll have to check that. Spirits is saying to get plenty of rest and have faith. The Hierophant card came up again. The Emperor came up actually, which means that again he's going to be a father. The Empress and the Emperor came up, and the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Page of Cups, and one thing that Spirit was telling me earlier today, people being sent home from work, people being sent home from school, that's a blessing. The world needs rest. The whole world has literally day in and day out. And there's nothing wrong with having a job and all of that. I'm not saying that, but the whole world has been worked, overworked to death. Human beings doing the job that a robot should do. Human beings being pushed to the maximum of their nature. So he definitely, the Four of Swords does represent rest, and he'll come back out of it stronger. I would suggest drinking plenty of water. Something gives me the suspicion that maybe he needs to drink more water. Water has something to do. For some reason, Spirit is telling me that a spirit guide came to him and said, drink water. Whoever this Elder of Swords is, told him to drink water. Okay, when you drink water, you are going to flush shit out of you. So I feel like water, bathing, maybe even herbs, some kind of, the herbs, but spirits is definitely because he, even though he doesn't have any symptoms, he's still afraid, and he's still kind of thinking, oh my God, what could happen. But I think that that voice that's telling him, hey, you're going to be fine and you're going to come out of this okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so he's a Virgo. So Virgos are natural hypochondriacs. Yes. I love my Virgos. I'm a Virgo moon. So I understand everything about Virgos. Both of my parents are fucking Virgos. Both of them are Virgos. So I understand Virgo nature. That's why this Knight of Pentacles came up. I would have guessed that he was an earth sign. And Virgos and earth sign people, if somebody comes to you and tells you that something is happening, you guys hold it inside of yourselves. And you guys are earth energies. So some of the most strongest people, such as the Virgos, they should be very strong and resistant to a lot of this kind of stuff. And they should be able to connect with Earth's resonance and Earth's healing energy, and then especially the healing energy of water. So, but for some reason, Virgos and a lot of earth sign people, they are experiencing this thing to where when something comes into the mind, instead of them letting it come in and flow out, they're holding on to it. And I believe that there is a spirit guide. And I think that we can all learn something from all of this stuff, especially, that's just like somebody told me, well, you ain't gonna never be able to buy a house, or you're not gonna be able to ever get a house. You ain't gonna never do the things that you want. If I would have taken that inside of myself, which I'm a Cancer, so I'm a water sign. Now, what I want to do today, which will be very interesting, is a universal, all-in-one coronavirus reading on each zodiac sign to see how people are actually reacting to this. And I bet you the water signs are going to be most of the ones that are less affected by it. Water signs and fire signs, for some reason, being an air sign sun makes you very vulnerable to suggestion. Being an earth sign sun makes you very vulnerable with suggestion, as well as holding. You're going to hold that. You're not going to let it flow and let it go. Piss it out, poop it out. That's the whole point of people buying toilet paper, because this stuff is going to come out of your butt. It goes in through the crown chakra, goes all the way down, and many of you probably going to have like black poop. Y'all going to go to the bathroom, y'all going to feel a little sick. Y'all going to go to the bathroom, y'all going to poop out something disgusting, and then you're going to feel much better afterwards. I swear to you, a lot of people are not fucking taking what I'm saying seriously. Like, and it irritates me. You know what I'm saying? It really does. No, I didn't. Did you send me a video? I didn't get it. Yeah, drinking water is, for some reason, spirit is saying water, bathing in water, taking your cleansing baths and stuff, cleansing yourself from the inside out. But people don't realize that, and so a lot of people, they're like, Jamila, I don't care what you say. The soccer person just died. You're full of crap. You're a fake spiritualist. Shut up and sit down. We don't even care about what you got to say, because you ain't got no husband anyway. You stupid. I'm stupid because I don't have a husband. Yup, you stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. In fact, the Bible says that women are supposed to shut the fuck up and sit down in the church, and you ain't supposed to say nothing. Well, you know what? I'm not going to shut the fuck up. I'm going to keep fucking saying what I'm saying. And I am going to let you guys know that we are stronger than this. And you know what? I am not the only person saying this. There's actually a live coverage going on with a black man. He looks like he's African or something. And he's saying to y'all, we are stronger than what is happening right now. So, and that's all of us. Because a lot of people are, coming with this kind of racism stuff. Oh, black people are, we're not susceptible to this. We're, that's why we survive it or whatever. So, And you know what I'm saying? It's kind of, but it's like, it's not just black people that are going to survive it. White people are going to survive it too. A majority of white people are going to survive it. So this is not the answer. Wishing the coronavirus on your enemies is not going to be the answer. What's going to be the answer is peace and love and harmony and a collective consciousness that does not involve fear, but that does involve healing and progress in our way of thinking in our minds. I promise you. So, when I saw that, I said, dang, we all love Idris Elba. We do. We love Idris Elba. I love everybody. I'm a Cancer. I love everybody and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of those type of people. And so, it breaks my heart to see y'all suffer like this over something that you don't have to suffer. We are suffering from a lot of shit that we shouldn't have to suffer from right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Bible. The Bible was dark, the dark ages. This was a dark period in time for a lot of us. That darkness, that fear and all of that. But even in the Bible, it even says that, we're going to be delivered from all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Bible. Now, the Bible does say that only 144,000 are going to be saved. I don't necessarily believe in that number. I believe it's going to be more people. I believe we all saved. Hell, we all still here. And even the people that leave this earthly plane, they are saved. But I'm going to tell y'all something. The mind is a powerful thing. When you have when a demonic entity has a grip on you, you don't just let that go when you die. There's some people that died and they're literally chained to demons. And there's some people that are alive that are chained to demons, which is why we have to be careful about how we treat our dead. The I don't agree with the way that they handle our dead. I don't agree with it. As far as like I'm down with the whole autopsy thing to see what it was that killed a person and to explain. But I believe that there needs to be somebody with a deep spiritual knowledge that needs to be present at every funeral. And right now it exists there as spirit because I mean, people don't realize that hell, you can die and wake right back up and just start roaming the damn earth. We got so many spirits on this earth. And there's a lot of people, they be wishing death on people. Why in the hell would you wish death on your enemies? They gonna come right back and get you. They are even more stronger outside of their physical body. That's what people don't understand. So when people be trying to do all this death, oh, I'm gonna kill you. Y'all, I swear to God, you know what? When we wake up in the morning tomorrow, where are we going to be? When we wake up on the 18th or the 19th, where are we going to be? Are we going to be obsessed with death and dying? And, somebody said we was going to hell and all that stuff. I wish that we would just evolve from all of this. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I realize that pandemics and disease are a part of our lives, but why? Why is it a part of our lives, and why did 2020 get kicked off like this? And why are people not seeing it? Ebony Knowledge said, well, not if you could kill all four bodies. I'm just telling y'all. And I wouldn't suggest taking nobody's life. You better be careful with that because I'm gonna be honest with you. You take somebody's life, that person can haunt you for the rest of your damn life. And a lot of people be thinking that it'd be a joke. That ain't no joke. To take a life is a big ass thing. Like a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, we got to go over here. Let's go over in Nya and we're going to sacrifice all these people and we're going to pour their blood all over the earth. And it's like, do you not realize that that suffering that you are causing? So we can sit up here and say all day and night, well, you know, the rich and the elite and they doing this and they doing that. But sometimes just having money don't make you rich or elite. They're hell, some of the most even these homeless people are extremely evil to homeless people. I don't know why people are like that, but even those people that walk around, and those are our street prophets, and those people are very important. These are incarnated angels. When you get somebody that walk up to you and said, please, I'm hungry, can you buy me some food? If you have it to spare, spare it to them. And you'd be surprised at the blessings that you'll get. Some of those people that walk up to you and they may look like a crackhead on the corner, some of those people might be angels. Some of those people may be carrying your judgment and your karma with them, and for you to look down upon them, even though you have so much more than they do, seemingly, because you have more money. Jacob in there partying, y'all. The kids is not worried. Do you notice the children are not worried? And that ought to tell you something. When the children are not worried, they just playing and having a good time. They not worried about nothing. And I don't think y'all should be either. Yeah, it is. It is, because these people, they will chop you up and put you in a meat grinder and say that it's justified by the Bible. But see, most of those people are having past life transgressions. And then also the way that we look at death. I wouldn't want to leave this reality. I love my life and the things that I've manifested, and the thing, even the negative things that I've went through. I appreciate those negative experiences, because those negative experiences led to the positive and the joy and the happiness. You know what I'm saying? So, as we shift, I want y'all to know that, because they are hitting us with a lot. I swear to y'all, I have a really positive feeling about all of this. And I told y'all, I'm going to go back and search for the video that I did about 2020. And I'm going to post it in the community tab. And, we're going to look at this, and we're going to really, really dissect and decode what's going on. And I think that at the end of the day, no matter how much money somebody has, or no matter how much status they have or power they have, you have the power to self heal yourself. That is what Archangel Raphael wants you to know. You have the power to self heal. You do. Even the stuff that you had before the coronavirus kicked in, even the ailments and the aches and the pains and the fear and all of that stuff that you had, you have the power to self-heal your mind. And that is something that many of us are going to have to learn on a universal level. So I'm not even angry. I'm not even angry. I feel that we should let go of that anger, but just be aware. And also, do not ignore, because when this blows over and everybody wakes up, you're going to say, God damn it, I wasted 3 months on the coronavirus. All that time I could have been, doing whatever creativity that is inside of you begging to come out. That creativity is begging to come out of you, whatever it is. And a lot of people think, oh, well, it has something to do with, I want to, make a candle, or I want to set up an altar. And yeah, those physical things do bring symbolism to us, that brings energy to us. But I want you to focus on universal. I want you guys to really start expanding your minds and your knowledge base on those hidden things that, those doors that are closed, doors are closing, but doors are opening for people too. Because I'm here to tell you, man, this is a time for us to really, really, really take into account. And the fact that it is happening right now, and a lot of people are really, really, they're looking at Jesus. They're looking at Jesus and how Jesus was resurrected. And the symbolism of renewal and healing, basically that's what Jesus did. He healed. When you think about what happened physically and metaphysically to Jesus, that when you think about that story, they beat him to a bloody pulp, but guess what? He woke up 3 days later. So that's the symbolism of that. As far as what Jesus is concerned, is all about healing. I have always said, and people would disagree. I feel that Jesus and I feel that he changes. There is something about that shape shifting thing. I feel like Jesus, he represents the Saint Raphael, who is the healing energy. So if you're sick with a virus, we're not like, people limit what they think of when it comes to healing energy. People always think of healing in terms of physical trauma from being beat or something like that. No, Saint Raphael can heal you of diseases. They don't think about that. They don't think about what healing energy is. They always think of it from a physical standpoint. Well, if somebody beats the crap out of me, then, but when it comes to healing you of diseases, that area is blocked off in your mind. This is a consciousness. So when it comes to that, it's like, oh well, somebody beat me up, I can heal from that. But when it comes to the spiritual stuff, you don't think you can heal yourself from being getting your ass kicked spiritually. And that's what's happening with many of you, is that you are getting your ass kicked spiritually. Now, could it be because the doorway to your mind to that healing energy and that good energy has been blocked off for many of you? Yes. But for many of us, it hasn't. Children are not as conditioned as the adults. But see, that's because there's been years and years of timing and all of that. They want you to be scared. Period. The negative entities, they want you to be afraid. Be afraid, be very afraid, while we feed the demon. I'm not feeding it any of my fear. I decided that shit years ago. No, you cannot get that from me. And so I'm gonna see how the coronavirus is affecting you guys by Zodiac. So I will be right. I will be back in just a little while here. I might cam up. What's my phone on? Yeah, I might. Yeah, I might throw on some stuff, and get on camera for you guys. But I might just do the reading just like this, because Mondays is the day that I rest and recuperate and things like that. So also Shiva has a message. They don't want to. They don't want to accept that. No, 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 Jamila, it's death. It's death and destruction. They gonna die. They gonna all die. They gonna all. Lord have mercy. Okay. Idris Elba carries a message with him, not a message of destruction and death, but a message of hope. The fact that he got tested for it, but he has no symptoms. I'm wondering how many of his symptoms are psychosomatic. How many of those symptoms that you guys are having are psychosomatic? And when you get a cleanse, hint, hint, you guys know I love doing cleanses, because people that get my cleanses, they like, Jamila, I don't know what the hell you done did to me, but I feel so good. My life has changed. So, and then also with, I feel like a lot of the memory of this destruction, especially when it comes to past life, and people, especially now, I will tell you that there are people that they know the truth And they will try to use that against you. They will. The Bible, people that know, the apocalypse, the revelations has already happened. We are past that. We've been past it for years, actually, but the collective consciousness just didn't realize it. Now that we're waking up to your own power is scary as shit. It's scary. Your own power within yourself, you have been taught to be afraid of that power. You have been. I'm not even going to lie to you. You know what? Every single time my spirits bring a download to me, it actually sometimes feels like anxiety. What I learned to do is transmute it. And when you start to transmute it, it's not a scary thing. That's your power that you feeling. A lot of times, and so a lot of people, I'll tell people, like, you're not having anxiety, you're having a spiritual awakening. So your anxiety will be a thing of the past, but just think about how much money and how much energy is going into medications and pills and stuff, and just think about that. And a lot of people, they don't really, they scared. So I'm holding y'all, like, I'm not, it's not just me, it's my mama, who is Mama Earth. She is holding you and already healing you. Do you not understand that? She's already healing you. Okay. Mm-hmm. So hit the thumbs up for the healing and the self healing if you guys need me. If you're afraid that you have I don't mind work. Like a lot of spiritualists will say, well, I don't want to work with people that feel like they got the coronavirus, or even people, it's time for us to really shift into gear. We supposed to be healing these people. We not supposed to be making them more scared. We supposed to be healing them. And the way that we heal you is through your mind, because your body is just going to do what your mind tells it to do. Is very interesting. Many of us are under hoodoo, the spirit of suggestion. Is suggestion. So many of you that think you had it, you probably even, and I personally feel that, this code is everybody's code, but it's literally going to, that virus has already been destroyed, is what I can tell you. Anyway, guys, I love you, love and light. I gotta go. I'll be back I want to look at the collective consciousness, and I'm gonna look at by zodiac sign a little bit later how you are reacting and I bet you, I bet y'all money. I'm willing to bet y'all that if you were to research those people that were doing the hand sanitizer hoarding and the toilet paper hoarding, I bet you with certain zodiac signs, if they were to take like a poll, how many of y'all went out and bought 100 rolls of toilet paper? How many of y'all went and bought all the hand sanitizer from the stores? I can imagine that certain zodiac signs did that, because this virus is affecting people mentally on different levels. Okay. Peace to you too. I will see y'all later. Okay. Love and light.